A thread by Adam Paul Laxalt, co-chair of the Trump campaign for president in the state of Nevada. Must-read piece spotlighting the concerns that George Washington law professor Jonathan Turley, a liberal, has about what's going on with this election. Turley says flatly, "I think it's clear at this point that voting fraud occurred." From WND.com, Jonathan Turley, there was vote fraud. He says lack of transparency prevents us knowing the problem's scope. Quote, "It's like not just being asked to guess the number of jelly beans in a jar, but you have to do it without actually seeing the jar. So in order to find systemic problems, you need access to the system. There is obviously a record here of dead people voting. There are obviously problems of keeping observers in places where they really couldn't observe very effectively. We wouldn't know unless we had greater access to the system itself." Turley says the system established to evaluate fraud allegations should move forward. He says the public should welcome close scrutiny of swing states, which includes Nevada, where we have confirmed cases of dead people and many other ineligible voters casting ballots. Quote, "Legitimate concerns were raised before the election. States also use rolls that are out of date and inaccurate," end quote. That's true of Nevada, where Democrats ignored extensive warnings that our election system was not secure. Quote, "This lack of faith in the electoral process has been fueled by the shift to mailed ballots, but builds on increasing distrust of our political system. We need a review of counts in critical states to resolve the crisis of faith," Turley says. The bottom line, Turley concludes, one thing, however, is abundantly clear. This is no way for any developed nation to hold elections. Absolutely right.